Well, greetings, Cornerstone community. This is a very important moment for our university and certainly an important moment for myself and for Marty. But I wanted you to know that over the last 3 months or so, Marty and I have had this growing sense that our time at Cornerstone was coming to a close. Needless to say, that kind of sense that we had was a very important issue for us because we wanted it to be right and we wanted to know God's will. So lots of pillow talk and lots of prayer. And as the months moved forward, the sense grew stronger and stronger till we came to the place where we knew that this was the time, and the right thing, and that God was leading us to do this. So at our board meeting last week, I shared this with the board, and we talked about the transition being no later than May 1st of this coming spring. I have to say that part of our consideration was not only what was right for us, but what's right for the university. So I had to think about COVID-19 and its impact. But actually, we're running very well. Our systems, our protocols, and all of our procedures are tried and tested, and we're doing very well with that. I have no concern about how we're handling COVID-19 and that we'll be well equipped to be successful in the future. Well, we don't have any initiatives that will be hindered by this transition. I have an amazing team that serves this university so well, and they will remain. And our financial situation is pretty stable and thankfully secure. So it did seem like the right thing and the right time. I have to say that this has been a fabulous season for Marty and for myself. Actually, a little surprised because when we left Moody, we never dreamed we'd be back in Christian higher ed. But 13 years ago, God led us here. And we're very thankful for the privilege we've had and the honor of being called your president and serving with our amazing students and our outstanding faculty and staff and the cabinet, whom I've loved working with. So at our board meeting, we had pretty extensive conversations about what this would be like and how the transition would be managed. And I do need to tell you that I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going to be the head cowboy of another rodeo, that's it for me. But maybe some ways that I could continue to bless the work of Christ here at Cornerstone. So what a delight to have our chairwoman, Attorney Carol Boss, here with us to talk a little bit about the board's perspective and how we're going to move forward.
Okay, so this is a time that we all knew was coming, and we didn't want it to be now. Actually, we never wanted it to happen, and that was not realistic. We have to respect that decision, and so we are going to do that. So he's going to be around, as he has mentioned, and the board is talking with Dr. Stowell about perhaps creating a position for him, which we would call President Emeritus. And we'll think about what that's going to look like, but certainly he'll be connected to the university. He will be giving advice and counsel as requested by the new president, and certainly participating in fundraising opportunities and related things like that. As to the process, I want to just assure all of you that we are going to move quickly forward, and we will form a search committee. We will keep the community here at Cornerstone very involved in process and what we're doing and how we're moving forward. My hope is to have, as chair of that, my hope is to have a search committee in place quickly, and we're deciding whether we're going to use a search firm to help us. We probably will do that, like to see that in place by the end of this month or first part of next. And then we'll quickly have our team pull together some really good candidates. Can't say when we'll be ready for that, to have somebody come in and nominate them and work to decide. My hope certainly would be that we could do that by spring sometime, keeping in mind that there is this is accelerated, shall we say. So we're going to give that process every bit of attention that we can. We are unbelievably grateful, Joe. As you know, this whole community is so grateful for everything you've done, everything you've meant to us, you and Marty. When I think about the campus now compared to when I came here first some years ago, it looks completely different thanks to you. Thanks to the team that you put together. Thanks to the amazing fundraising opportunities that were given to you and all the wonderful people who have helped us to make this university look like it does today with all these great buildings and the chapel and the baseball field and the science building and the new nursing center, and we could go on and on. It's been a wonderful blessing. There will be time for us to bless Joe in the coming months as he ends his time here, at least as president. But God willing, we'll keep him around as our president emeritus, and I will keep all of you closely advised on the process.
Thank you so much, Carol. As I've said, this has been a wonderful season for Marty and for me. Actually, a surprise season after Moody. I had no dreams that God would call me back into this opportunity, and it's been very special. We will treasure the memories that we have of serving with such an outstanding faculty and staff, and then our awesome students, hanging with our awesome students. All of these things will be great memories and very much missed. But one thing we've always said from the very beginning, 13 years ago, Psalm 90:17, that we would seek the favor of the Lord and that he would bless the work of our hands, and he has done that. His will for our lives is the will for the university. And so I may be transitioning to another aspect of working here, but the Lord is not transitioning. This Lord who will never leave us or forsake us will be a part of this. And Carol, I have to tell you that I'm really excited about the next season with new leadership and a season where we'll be better than we've ever been before. So, Carol, thank you to you and the board for giving us this amazing privilege, and we all look forward to what God is going to do in the future.
Amen.